Would you dare to swim in an ocean where there is a creature with the strength of 18 Tyrannosaurus rexes and a mouth the size of a swimming pool? Well, maybe you already have and didn't even realize it. Today, we're re-diving into a mystery that challenges everything we think we know about the ocean depths: the megalodon. We're talking about a true destruction machine that might have left descendants in the deep. And it wasn't alone. In today's video, you'll meet the rivals, the victims, and the monsters that once shared the seas with it. But we're not just talking about a giant shark that went extinct. But first, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any deep-sea mysteries. Done that? Then let's dive in. Think you know the megalodon? Get ready, because today we're telling the full story. Part 1. The real monster. The megalodon wasn't just the biggest shark that ever lived. It ruled the oceans for millions of years. At over 20 meters long and weighing up to 100 tons, it was basically an underwater locomotive with butcher knife-sized teeth. Imagine a great white shark, now triple its size. And speaking of teeth, it had 276 of them. That's right, 276 teeth arranged in 5 monstrous rows. Each tooth could reach up to 18 centimeters, almost the size of a soda bottle, and its bite. It's powerful enough to crush an entire whale like a soda can. But here's the crazy part. Scientists still aren't sure how exactly it disappeared. Some even believe it might not have vanished completely. A true predator, not the gentle giants we know today. And the wildest part? It lived in the same era and regions as the megalodon. Megalodon and livyatan shared the waters with other terrifying creatures, like Basilosaurus, an ancient whale that looked more like a giant snake with razor-sharp teeth, and Helicoprion, a fish with a circular saw for a jaw. Part 2. Megalodon's rivals, a prehistoric whale with teeth up to 36 centimeters long. Yes, a whale, with bigger teeth than the megalodon. Experts believe the megalodon feasted on young whales, dolphins, giant turtles, and pretty much anything that dared cross its path. On the other, a whale with massive teeth and strategic intelligence. If they ever met, it wasn't a pretty sight. Another points to the rise of more organized predators like orcas that hunt in groups. Think the megalodon was the only nightmare in the ocean? Check out this name, Livyatan melville. Livyatan was like the shark of whales, that had retreated to the abyssal zones of the ocean depths, so extreme we've barely explored them. Can you imagine a battle between these two titans? On one side, the shark with the strongest bite ever. These were seasoned seamen, but something that day scared them so much they quit fishing forever. They said the creature destroyed their gear, rocked the boat, and left them terrified. They never returned to the sea. Part 3. The ecosystem of terror, but soon. The data turned terrifying. The shark had plunged over 1,000 meters deep in seconds, and its body temperature dropped sharply, almost as if it had been swallowed by something much larger and colder. An unknown predator. The ocean millions of years ago was practically a submerged Jurassic Park. The main argument is, a creature that massive would leave evidence. It would show up on sonar, wash up on beaches, leave bones behind. But the truth is, we've explored less than 5% of our oceans. The deep sea is as mysterious as the moon. In the 1960s, a fishing boat captain reported seeing a colossal creature swimming slowly beside his vessel. It was larger than any great white ever seen, with a dorsal fin slicing the water like a black sail. Coincidence? Dark, silent, and dangerous places. If the megalodon is hiding somewhere, it would be there. Take the coelacanth, for example, a prehistoric fish thought to have died out 65 million years ago, found alive in 1938. If it survived, why not the megalodon? None of them wanted to cross paths with the megalodon. It was the apex predator. But to stay on top, it needed a heavy diet. The movie The Meg brought that fear to life, with an even bigger megalodon attacking subs, ships, and even beaches. The success sparked new theories, videos, and supposed sightings. Part 4. How did I disappear? The fear of something ancient, monstrous, and unseen lurking in the depths. It's a primal fear, alive in us since cave times. And nothing embodies that fear like the megalodon. That's the big question. There are many theories. One suggests that ocean temperatures changed, drastically reducing its prey. But then there's the most mysterious theory, that the megalodon never fully went extinct. And that's where the strange sightings come in. Could we stop it? With all our technology, ships, submarines, sonar, drones, ... As long as there are unanswered questions in the deep sea, its legend will live on. Would we really be ready to handle something born to dominate the seas? It becomes a symbol of mystery, of the unknown, and of that deep, primal fear of what might be waiting beneath the waves. And comment below. Do you think the megalodon still exists? Or has it become just another myth from the bottom of the ocean? Click it and keep exploring the unknown with us. It's possible the greatest predator ever lived is long gone. But it's also possible that something massive, unseen, still swims below. Part 5. Mysterious sightings. Have you heard about the 1918 case in Australia? A group of fishermen claimed they were attacked by a shark the size of a whale, and it wasn't an isolated case. In 2014, a research team was tracking a 3-meter great white shark. It had a sensor to measure temperature and depth. Part 6. Science vs. Legend. Of course, science remains skeptical that the megalodon still exists. Plus, animals once believed extinct have resurfaced. Even with modern technology, there are abyssal regions submarines can't reach. Part 7. Movies, legends, and pop culture. Hollywood loved the idea of a colossal predator still roaming the seas. But beneath the entertainment lies a real fascination. Part 8. Final verdict. Myth or reality? In the end, truth about the megalodon may lie somewhere between what science can prove and what the ocean still hides. That doubt keeps the legend alive. And it's what turns the megalodon into something far greater than a prehistoric animal. Conclusion: what if IT came? BACK. Just imagine for a second that the megalodon surfaced today in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. Maybe, maybe not. But one thing's for sure, the megalodon may have vanished, but it's never been forgotten. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of the greatest predators ever, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to check out our next video. We've got a list of the weirdest creatures ever found in the deep sea. Thanks so much for watching, and see you in the next dive into the depths of the impossible.